we're going to speak about something called sneaky. The sneaky way we unknowingly self-sabotage ourselves. I was coaching someone a couple of weeks ago and they were telling me, oh, I'm really tired. And I said, well, tell me a little about your sleep habits at night and give me some examples of how it worked for you. And they said, well, I kind of get a second wind when I'm ready to go to sleep, but I wake up so tired in the morning and I don't feel so good. And I said, well, tell me some more. And they said, well, I'll give you an example. Like last night, I was tired and I knew I was tired and I wanted to go to sleep. And so I decided I was going to turn out the light, but then, I thought, well, I'm not that tired. So I got my computer and I turned my computer on and I watched a show. Now, when I went to get up the next morning, I was really tired again. And I said, well, hello? You realize that when you are not taking advantage of what it is that your body is telling you, that you are self-sabotaging. You're setting yourself up in a way that allows you to not give you what you want. Your body wants rest. You want to feel good. Well, guess what? When you don't take advantage of the moments that you have, because sometimes we have so many things going on, we seem like we just really can't take the time to do that. But when you have that in front of you and you don't do what it is that you know is in your best interest for your health, for your mindset, for anything, then guess what? That's not loving self. If you would like your life to change, if you'd like your body to be happier, if you'd like to make more money, if you'd like to be a better communicator, if you'd like to have a higher altitude with your attitude, guess what it's going to take? It's going to take you caring enough about yourself to do what it takes for you to be in the flow of being more compassionate and more self-caring. So what if today was the day when you absolutely positively said, what if today was the day that I made the commitment to be more self-caring, more self-loving? And what if today was the day that I respected myself so much that I would listen to what my precious body and my mind and my life was telling me? It takes a lot to do that because in general, we do not really take the time because we don't think we're number one. We forget that what is going on in our world out there is coming from how we feel in here. Therefore, we spend a lot of time trying to fix the out there instead of in here. So what things are you doing right now? Just take a moment and ask yourself, what things am I doing that are helping me create unnecessary stress? You realize, I am sure, that so much of the things that we're stressed about are self-imposed stresses. And the example that I just gave you with the person that I was speaking about went through that very thing, didn't even realize that they were setting themselves up for something that was actually causing them more despair, maybe not until morning, but certainly in the morning and throughout the day. And that's what happens. So how loving and compassionate are you to yourself? How aware are you staying to what it is that really your body's telling you that it wants? Well, are you sleeping enough? Are you pushing? Look, I have to raise my hand here. I'm really tired at night and because I'm just going like a wild woman all day long. And so what do? I get in bed and all of a sudden it's like, I'm here. Oh, but I better check my email one more time. I didn't get a chance to look that thing up. I'm telling you, if you really want to do what I say and not what I do, at least in this instance, turn your phone off. And I'm getting a lot better about that. I just turn my phone off and I don't allow myself to go there. Be present for what it is that you are in the midst of in that moment. And if it's sleep, then sleep. And if you say, well, I can't go to sleep right away, well, then start speaking kind things to yourself and say, take me beyond where it is that my mind knows to go. What are the greatest things that happened to me today? What am I grateful for that I forgot to think about today? What if you had those kinds of thoughts as you drifted off to sleep? Do you know what that would do for the results that you have in your night, in your dreams, in your morning when you wake up? It'd have a lot to do with that, actually. So it's up to you to take advantage of how you can create your life being the way you would like it to be. And if you would like a body that's happier, then you have to allow it to have what it is that it needs. Are you eating the foods that make it feel really happy? Not your taste buds that want to fulfill the kinds of things that we just crave, but rather what makes you strong? What makes you feel healthy? What makes you feel alive? Is it processed food? No. I don't know one body that thinks processed food is really oh so wonderful. And maybe the taste buds are excited and the emotional high for that moment is there. But in the long run, it doesn't work. So are you thinking short term or are you thinking long run? Because when you decide for yourself what it is that you want, are you in for the long haul? Well, if you're in a lifetime and you're in a body and you're in this moment where you're thinking, then you know that you're thinking a little bit bigger than this very moment. It's not about just what it is that you have in this moment, but what is it that you're thinking every day that's creating that yellow brick road called your life? How is it that happening for you? So investigate it. And if you're not feeling great, take a moment and look at what areas of your life you are silently and unknowingly self-sabotaging. And your mind might be saying, hey, wait a minute. If I'm unknowingly doing it, how am I going to know that I'm doing it? That's a really good question. What you do is you go inside and say, show me where it is that I am secretly keeping myself from my joy, from my wealth, from my health. Because internally you have an automatic system that is running off to give you answers that will work for you. Don't expect that you might get an answer in that instant. You might. But if you do not, then it's important that you recognize that it will come. So stay very, very committed to staying in touch with those little messages that come along. The little inspirations that come from other people or from wherever it is that you are receiving them. Right now, make a decision for yourself about what you're going to be committed to. Okay, did you do that or are you waiting for me to keep speaking? Okay, I'll stop one more time. What are you committed to in regard to your hidden, secretive, sneaky little ego pieces that all of us have that you want to see and feel and be aware of so you can shift it? Remember, you cannot shift anything that you are not aware of. So ask for the awareness to be made known and then, boom, catch yourself and choose differently. Turn out that light. Walk away from the refrigerator. Be more loving when you feel like being a little bit grumpy. Do things differently than you've ever done before, because remember, you can never solve the problem from in which the place it was created. That means you have to do something different if you want your life to be different. Thank you so much for all of you that are sharing. I love having you be with me. I love connecting with you. And thank you very much for your comments because they mean so much to me. I love connecting with you that way as well. So I want to ask you right now to take a moment and share this video. Just take a moment, put it on your timeline. I'd also like you to think very deeply internally about what you want for your life. What's next for you? And how can I possibly help you get to the place that you are desiring and thriving and reaching for? There's things that we just might be able to do that would make your life more awesome than you could ever dream or imagine. So private message me and ask me what it is that I can do to be of service to you, or connect for a free call. Until next time, feel a hug.